Nice. Well, I don't know. Hello. It's always weird to start before anyone's watching. but but there are some people who do watch this on the tape, so like I find myself for a minute talking to myself like there's people watching. It always feels very strange. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
To everybody, thank you. Saturday night, Shacklemen After Dark. We have a guest tonight, Mr. With your lockout, who is a lock picker, a shackleman, which means he's an escape artist, and he is a pick maker and a handcuff key tool maker. I wish there was a pick end on the end of this to show you, but I broke it. But I got a lot of use out of it before I broke it, and it's my fault it broke. So anyway, Rockout, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good, good, good. How's it going out on your side of the world?
Oh, good. Had a Father's Day cookout tonight, and
Very nice.
family, all
You
that
do,
good stuff.
yeah, is that you can just take it easy tomorrow?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. That's the bummer about the Mother's Day and Father's Day things being on Sunday is there's you don't have a day to recoup, from trying to do stuff. So you got to do stuff early and then go. It messes with you. All right, what are you picking?
Avis 7240.
Oh, nice. That's pretty much kind of my comfort lock.
Yeah, I
As
love
close
these things.
as close as I have. I had a few more. Can I zoom myself in? Oh, sweet. I had I have one. I had a few more, but I sent them off, and I did hit a good zone where I was picking the shit out of all of them. Nola, oh what? Nola, what's your? I don't understand your 7248. That's like right up your alley. I I would what okay, let me ask you before I even say, what do you think's harder to learn as you're learning picking? The 1100 or the 7240?
1100s.
Yeah,
I don't
right?
like them as well. I have one right here I'm getting ready to play with, but I think the 7240 is a better green belt lock for people.
It
It's
only has it only has one type of security pin. It even though it has 6 pins instead of 5, it's got that standard on one. So that one's pretty much a known variable and easy to kind of, get through. So and like personally, I mean, for let me zoom back out. Mark Carter, what's up, brother? Thank you very
Mark,
much,
what's
sir.
up? Yeah, I
Always.
think that the tighter tolerances, the tighter keyway, I just think it's a better lock.
Well, and those are the only two locks I progressively pinned. Um, the I I got fully pinned on the 1100, and I had a meltdown, man, because I couldn't get into it. Just and then when I progressively pinned the 7240, I had it, I think, 3 pins in it, and then I had another one different keyed, but another 7240 that was fully pinned, and I was able to pick that. I was able to learn the feel of the pins, and what to do well enough 3 pins deep to go pick another lock. So like
Nice.
the experience between the two, it was like a half a nightmare a nightmare and a half on the 1100, and it was just putting in some work on the. Now I did do the 7240 after the 1100, but I'm not. And it's not like I can. I'm not that good like that. That once I beat a lock, oh, I've got that forever. No, like if I step away from it for too long, if I got to go back and relearn it to try to beat that crap.
This is the 1100 that I found in the road, and
Oh yeah.
I've noticed that it's funny. I haven't gutted it. There's at least one spool in it, but I don't know. This lock's funny compared to the other 1100s that I've had. But it's like it's an older one or something. It has like a rounded key. It's weird.
Yeah, you found it. You found it with the key in it, right?
Yeah, yeah. I found it with the key in it, locked, laying in the road.
That's so great. That fell off of like a work truck.
Yeah, that was off one of like the pipeline trucks around here or something.
Definitely. Yeah, that somebody set that up on the ledge and then didn't put it back before they took off. Let me check. We have someone we have death in the chat. Okay, death. What's up? Justin, how you doing? Mark, again, hi. Fighting Lockpicker, what's up, brother? Always good to see you. Yeah, no, Southpaw, Nola, sorry. I was looking at the Southpaw word. The tighter keyway in the sixth pin, I get that's its own hardness, and then it's a wide open keyway on the 1100. Like even when I was like yellow belt, I could like get in the 1100 and feel around, and I had to kind of figure out how to get through the keyway of the 7240. So, although I will say where is my 7240? Hold on, guess we're talking about it. Um, it's kind of for me, I don't know. I have to kind of like do kind of a little bit of a curvy, swoopy pick, through the keyway, and that left hand curve seems to fit my picking. I've got a Yale. I've had some Yales and stuff that are more of a right hand curve, and I do not do the right hand curve well. What am I doing wrong? What pick are you using?
For well, I've changed a couple times now for a few of these. For the
Oh,
7240, I like the top of keyway and a short hook. I was using the 3 from the Reaper set, something like that.
you have dog legs?
No, I don't.
Oh.
No, I haven't got any yet.
It's totally worth I love the heavy dog. I haven't tried the other one, but the heavy dog legs are awesome. And he's got some more variations, I think, on the way. So I'm looking forward to that. But they're all I loved them because they work really well on the 7240, and they helped me get through the 410s, Master Lock 410s. Like I hate that goddamn lock. It just
I wasn't even going to pick one tonight and bring it up.
And poor Nola. Like, so when I was having my meltdown on the 1100, poor Loki was the guy who was stuck, dealing with me in a chat. Although, which was great because he was like, told me which pick to go get and just do this, that, get it. And it worked. But Nola had to deal with me for like weeks on end trying to get into that 410, man. Just he would see me just post a fail every couple days and like hit me up like, okay, what's going on now? Like,
I don't. I'm kind of indifferent with them. When I first started and got a hold of a couple of them and stuff, I was like, yeah, these things suck. Um, Crazy how like you know five spools just like the 7240s, and they can be so much different. And then I got them pretty good. Like, don't have any issue with them anymore. But with them just being sloppy and the dead core and stuff, I just don't really enjoy them that well.
Yeah, I really like dead cores. Um, the keyway just screws me, man. I just do not function well. It's just the slightest bit too tight, and I do not hit the pins right. But the thing is, like, it, weirdly, if I have like three locks, all keyed different or whatever, but the same kind of lock, I can focus on one, but have the other two to kind of like mess around with. It helps me actually get through stuff. When I just have one lock and that's it of that type, I'm just less able to figure it out. So when I had a couple 410s in my hand, I finally like going back and forth between them. I was like, oh, okay, I got one, got the other. I was like, great, I can get these now. And then gave them away. I have one. I stopped picking it, and I can't get it for shit.
This is that 5200 you sent me with that nasty bitting.
Oh yeah,
It's fun. But man, the bitting's rough.
yeah, that is a rough one. I've got it. Still got to put back together the one that's from the first in the Fortress competition. Let me go check the chat. Sorry, and I've got one other which I do love, is my absolute one of my favorite locks. Where is it? Where is it? Shit, where did I put these? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Because the serial number is C. So I'm eventually going to get engraved Studio on there.
Nice.
And that one's got an okay bitting. It's got like a one lift on 5 and 3. Um, Kind of a light lift, a little bit more of a lift on 4, and then you just kind of, if you get those right, then it's just, 2 and then 1, you're out.
My Too Fun Abus 7240 has a zero lift in like the 5 spot or something crazy like that.
Someone beat Nola's 410 record. Yeah, it starts getting nutty, dude, when you're when people keep shaving seconds off. I've had one speed record. I don't even know if I still have it. I probably don't. Chastity. Oh god, I gotta squint so bad. It sucks as I was watching Lady Locks live and like reading the chat and stuff for a couple hours, and it blew my eyes out. I need to get reading glasses. Jomar Shinobi, how you doing? William the Wolfman. Yeah, that's not what he meant, William. Um, what else is there? Anything we're caught up. Justin, how you doing? Angel, I don't know what the magnet trick is. I've never opened a lock with a magnet, if that helps. How's the bees doing, man?
Oh, they're doing good. They were fired up today. It wasn't super hot, but it was warm enough, and it was rainy, humid, and that gets them all fired up.
Oh, very nice.
The new hive's doing really well.
Oh, that's good. Just added another of the old style, or did you make the wine barrel one?
Still working on the wine barrel one, but swarm season's pretty much over here now, and nobody's nukes and stuff are ready yet to buy new bees. So I kind of have put
No
finishing off
rush.
the wine. Yeah, no rush for the wine barrel. Like a few more hours and it'll be ready to go. But
Nice.
no, I split April 18th. Just split my hive and started a new one. So had to have them make a queen and start the new from scratch. I split resources and stuff, but it took off. The queen's back. She's been mated. She's laying. So have the two now.
Oh, very nice. So you hopefully doubling up your production.
Yeah, it's pretty much that's the plan at this point. It's about doubled up. Which I don't like sell honey or anything. I trade some people and stuff like that, little things, but it's mostly just for us. So two's good for now.
Yeah, that's. I mean, yeah. It's well. It fits into that gardening, homestead kind of production levels. It's either are going to have not enough or a little too much.
Yep.
So shoot for too much, and then you have some, like you said, you trade it to somebody for some eggs, or you give it to an in-law, or like things like that. So that's how look tomatoes and peppers and anything I grew in my garden, man. I literally there was never the right amount, and I learned to just shoot for too much and be happy.
A little bit too much. I'd rather have a little bit too much than not enough.
Yeah, well, I tended to do way too much. Just get some massive production going, and you're like, oh, I didn't need 6 of these plants. Which when I do like, cause I'll do very 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 hot peppers, the Reapers and the Trinidad Scorpions and chocolate 7 pots and things like. I don't use any of them, man. Like, like I just give them to other people. I like growing them though.
We grow more than we need right away, and we give some away and stuff like that. But then we can a lot too. So
That's gosh, dude, I want a little homestead spot so bad. Um, I just would love to be canning stuff. I've done a little bit of it. I've done a lot of like well, not a lot, but a decent amount of dehydration. Um, what a lot of indoor and outdoor gardening, and then doing sprouts. I've grown the mushroom kits inside, shit like that, which I love, man. I have fun doing all that. I can't wait to kind of get back to. I just don't have the space. I have a tiny apartment.
so I've wrangled up some locks for that berserker,
Oh,
and
nice.
I just got the last two. My brother's getting into picking and stuff like that, so I gave him a bunch of my easier stuff, and he brought it back to me. Brought me a handful of them back tonight at the cookout because I didn't have 20 that were like easily rakeable locks anymore. But I had uh 14 locks at 3 minutes and 50 seconds or something like that. So
Oh, nice.
he brought me like the last 5 or 6 that I needed, a couple master 141s, a couple of the pretty brinks and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see
Oh,
what
hell.
I'm gonna see what I do tomorrow with having all 20 in front of me.
I look down and see Dirty Diana's in the chat. You know about Diana, right?
Yeah, I've seen her around. I guess
All
she
right.
gets around.
Yeah. All right. She's a bit, as they say, dirty. Uh,
Well weathered.
well, yeah. Kind of like the community doorknob. Everybody had a turn. Yeah, I had my berserker. Man, it was it was so annoying because I wanted to do like different types of locks. So I did five. Well, I wanted five brass padlocks, five laminated, five kicks, and then five cylinders. Mortise or whatever. Fuck them. Goddamn. And but having that much variation made it hard to get the right combination of rake and turner that fit all 20.
Yeah, for sure. I think
Yeah.
the Turner's going to be
Do you have the
the
Reaper
harder
set?
aspect of that, honestly.
Do you have the Reaper set?
Yes.
That 40 thousandths, man, that little bit of adjustability on the bottom of the keyway side does make it very versatile for a lot of lock keyways. You can push it all the way in or pull it slightly out a few degrees to really change how it hits a keyway. So that's the one I used. I just found it was just the easiest to make work.
That's honestly the Turner I was leaning towards. I like just a
Yeah,
regular for raking. I like just a normal regular uh, bottom of the keyway, but
yeah.
the one that I like the most doesn't fit into a few of the locks that I want to use for the Berserker. So
That was exactly the problem, man. I would be like, okay, this 15 locks, well, this is the best rake for these 5 locks. Fuck. Like it was just like, oh, come on, man. I was like trying to get the right combination set up. And then I did have to put a few attempts into it, but um my submitted attempt, I think I was 352 on raking the 20. And my first lock was this one, this 575, and it took me like 25 seconds to get the first one.
oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, you oh MFer. I swear to God, I picked this lock before this started and it picked right up on the pick set. Wait, what? Benberg? What's going on? Is there any tools to help with knowledge of the craft? Yeah, that's it. Picks, rakes, turning tools. Um, it's nice to have like clear locks and cutaways to understand what's going on inside the lock. I would say get like a
I didn't have a clear lock actually. And one of the ones my brother sent was one of these clear ones from Covert. I was just kind of looking at it earlier and stuff because I didn't even have a clear lock.
yeah. Oh, there
But
you go. This is not they really help for especially if you try like teaching somebody who has not like watched videos and done stuff. It's absolutely crucial to have those. Um, I was very fortunate. I was very fortunate to be given a cutaway trainer, which is a very functional lock. Which the clear locks are not very functional; they're just kind of demonstrational. This is a real lock, and you can keep banging at it. It's not going to screw it all up, but you can grub screw and change the pins. And this is one side pin tumbler, one side dimple. And then but before I had that, I had the Sparrows cutaway trainer for changing out pins, and that was the first thing I ever gutted. So that actually was really good. I think it's good for being able to put in, different security pins and learning those if that's the way you're going to go. But it's really easy to kind of like gut and change out pins. So, and I didn't care if I screwed it up, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like it was a lock. It was a trainer. Well, let me pick some kicks. The kick picking portion of the evening. Tell you, man, like this is my absolute go-to pick anymore. It's that Jimmy Long's like medium flat, although his mediums are a little deep, I think.
I think kind of my go-to is a short hook. Southern Specialties has a short hook that I'm absolutely in love with, and I like the short hooks from Covert, like the number 3 from the Reaper set. The number
Yeah.
2, the McTickler one, is like, I don't know, it's weird for me, but like just the normal, like the number 3 short hook. And then I don't know what exact profile it is, what the name of it is from Southern, but they're like short hook. Those are like my probably go tos. I have the Jimmys you're talking about. I like it as well. Just kind of any brand of that short hook is like my go to.
Yeah, Jimmy's
At
got
least to start.
the Jimmy intermediate set has that low flat and low round, which I have around here somewhere, which are a little more shallow than your general short hook. And I did fall in love with those, man. They're kind of like the one on the Reaper, or the two without the the nipple, the McNipple. Dang, first kick kicked me. Oh, what's up, Dean? In case I didn't say hey, Dean.
Hey, Dean.
No, that's why it's good. I can't see shit. So
So Matt's Lock Shop is hooking me up with stuff to redo this Frankenstein lock that I have. I'm super excited about that.
like pins.
Yeah,
Oh,
this lock
nice.
is weird. Guy from work gave it to me. Didn't have a key, and it is it's stamped Master 576 BD. And it looks like an American 1100. The base plate is stamped like an American 1100. The 576 BD is listed as non-guttable, and somebody told me it was a 572. Well, that lock is listed as a 4-pin core. This one has a 5-pin core in it, but only has 4 pins, and they're all just standards. So I was talking to Matt because I wanted to try impressioning, and I was trying to find out what exact key blank I needed for this. And he offered, he had a video he put up. He cut me a couple different keys with some different bitting, and he's sending me the keys and some different pins to pin this up, 5-pin and some security pins and stuff. So super excited about getting that from him and kind of giving that some love. It's such a cool lock. I love the brass locks, and it's heavy brass.
Oh,
Just love the thing. It feels good and stuff, but kind of don't know exactly what it is. But him being a locksmith, he knew the different key blanks that lock called for and all that good stuff. So he has a video up cutting me keys for it and everything.
dude, I've got this brass American 1100, well, 1504, I guess. But it has this 6-pin Hager core in it that is just brutal, dude. Like this thing, I can't make that core do nothing.
Have you gutted it?
No, no, no. I hate gutting shit, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't I don't gut CLs or challenge locks in case because I don't have the ability to fix anything I might screw up or the parts and pieces necessarily. I don't
Gotcha.
like I don't like gutting locks in general, just on the basis I don't want to screw them up and cost myself money. You know what I mean? So I do have plenty of locks that I can play with and not care about, and I don't get around to doing that enough to get more comfortable with the gutting. So that's kind of part of the plan of learning and progression.
I like gutting locks. There's been a couple of challenge locks that I didn't gut. That one that I sent back to you that was unexpected. I didn't know it was a challenge lock. It had the damn counter
Yeah,
milling and gin spools and stuff in it. What an awesome
Paris
lock. That
picks.
was from Paris Picks. Amazing. I
I'm
wanted to
glad
gut
you
it
said
really
because
bad.
I did pick that one, so I'm like, oh, it had a lot of crazy shit in it. That's awesome. Mark, thank you very much, brother. If I missed anybody doing anything, I'm sorry. It's hard to squint, lean
Um,
over this, talk to him, and do stuff. So I'll
with not
holler.
having a key, I didn't gut that one. But there's been a couple, but I like to gut them, but I don't gut them on camera because I don't want to ruin like the person I'm sending it along to. Like if I was getting it, I wouldn't want to know what was in it before I gutted it or before I got into it. So I don't usually gut them on camera. But I like gutting locks.
Yeah,
The first one I ever gutted was a '98 Pro 7 pins. That was the first log I ever gutted. And I was like thinking like maybe and I didn't even have plug followers at the time. Like my brother prints them and stuff now, but I used a AAA battery and I got into the lock and was like, maybe I
I
bit off more than I should than I should have here.
I went to oh yeah, actually when I went to progressively pin my 1100, I didn't have followers, but everyone, I'd heard the double A or triple A battery, but
Yep.
my dumbass, I grabbed a double A battery and I didn't even check or I just had it ready but I had made sure I had everything else, man. Lady Lock sent me extra springs in case I screwed up or lost a spring. I had 3 different types of tweezers. I had everything but followers. I was like, okay, I'm ready. And I got in there and it wasn't hard, but when I went to go, put the plug follower in, I was like, oh, the double A battery is way too big. So I was just running around our house looking for any pen or marker or anything like that would fit. And I did find a marker that was absolutely the cap and the marker body, half the marker body were perfect. I was like, okay. I was like, so that's still one of my main follower.
Somebody told me, I think it was on Reddit, about I was going to, for some reason, I was going to gut an 1100. I think I was going to make it my first challenge lock or something. And somebody told me that a Sharpie worked well on that. They don't.
I was gonna say, how would that? Because it's not the same. It's not a uniform width.
No, and the tapered side is too small at
Tapered.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back end of it's like tapered and it's too small at first. And then if you take the like the insert and writing tip and stuff out and just start with the front end of it is like flat, it's too fat to go in. So there I
Oh,
go to like I get to the point where I'm completely ready to push the plug out and stuff, and the thing I had was the wrong damn size. And I said, my brother 3D prints a bunch of stuff, and I texted him and was like, "Yo, I need plug followers, man."
do I like the? It's buried away, but the plug follower that on the back or the plug that on the back, it's not like that, but it's like a half a moon, and it's not. It doesn't fit up right. Like it's in the 5200. Dude, the first 5200 I tried gutting. I tried progressively pinning at 5200. Actually, I forgot about that. And it, dude, once I got 3 pins in it, I couldn't get it open, and it was so much stress and so much fail and problems trying to gut and put it back together. I sent it to Nola like in pieces. I was like, "That's yours." I was like, "Yeah, fun." Um, and then we did the first in the Fortress with the lightweight division. We were doing the 5200 And to, get it, you had to speed pick it and then gut it. So I did one, and I don't know, and when I went to do it, I didn't know it had that like half moon shit on the back. So again, I'm in the middle of like, I don't know how to do this, and the shim won't fit in there, man. It's such a fucking super perfect tolerance, man. Yeah, I even got good shims, they still don't fit in there. And so I had to take a cap from a marker and cut part of it to kind of fit, and then like speed push it and put it back together. And then I was like, okay, hopefully no one catches my time because I was in the lead. And then Nick Vitt like bettered his time and started, was hot on my heels. I was like, oh Jesus Christ, I got to do this again. So I did it again, and I got a better time. But I never put the fucking lock back together. Every time I try, I can't get it back together, man. It's an absolute like nightmare for me. And it's literally all of my experiences with the 5200 that have burned me out and turned me into like this shaky, I'm afraid to gut, because when I was doing the 1100, the 7240, the Sparrows cutaway, dude, it seems so easy. Oh, whenever works, Nola. You don't have to send that 5200 me. You can keep it, but I'll take it if you send it back. I like 5200s, man.
I like them just as much as I like 1100s.
Yeah, no, I like them a slight bit more. I don't know why. They are a different pick.
It does
People say,
feel better in your hand being heavier. I'll give you that because they're the steel
yeah.
body and the 1100s are that aluminum. So it does feel better holding. I don't hardly pick anything in the vise. I'm getting to the point where I am with some of the cylinders and stuff. Like the orange dot you sent. I have a
Oh, that's
Ruco
it. Yeah, no,
600.
no, you're right. You're right. I did want another crack at it. As long as it's fully pinned, don't send that shit to me in pieces because I won't get another crack at it. Yeah, because I could not. That's the one I've had. I couldn't pick. I picked the one I sent you. I picked the two I have. I do like. I do. I want to get every version of the 1100 and the 52. It's definitely worth getting all the different. I don't care if it's just a different shackle or this one's brass, that's the one not. But I just want to get all the different ones. Oh, there we go. Practice
Oh,
kicks.
sushi. What's up? I didn't know that. I haven't gutted the 5200 that I got. Because, yeah, all the 1100s have 6-pin cores.
Yeah, someone told me early that I could put an 1100 core in my 5200, and it does not work. Not in any of the 1100 cores I have had.
Um, the challenge lock I made, I think Dots still has it. America Dream. It was a 1100, and I put a 6th pin in it, and it's all spool pins. That whole challenge lock. There's driver or all 6 drivers are spools, and then one of the key pins is a spool too.
You said Dots has that?
Yeah, last I talked to him, he had it. He was messaging me about it. He had it already and was playing with it. I don't know if he still has it or not.
Yeah, NOLA, that's any of the old military locks, any of the anything with US set on it. Or Navy or anything like that. I'm not even quite sure which one this is. Who made this? It's got some nasty spools in it though. That was a good little lock.
Is that one? Is that the U.S. lock?
The US set? Yeah.
Yeah. There was one of those on Marketplace for like $10, and I searched like in my area, which is not much of an area, and it came up as like $10, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I don't have Facebook or anything, but I told my I was gonna have my wife like message them, and then they were in like Cleveland, Ohio, which is fucking 5 hours away from me, and I was like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, I have a small area like for Craigslist or the marketplace too. If I scroll slightly too far down, all of a sudden I'm 2 hours away. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I was like, although, oh, you know what? I gotta track one back down. I saw somebody had some 410s actually. Oh, we were talking about that. I gotta see if they're still on there. Oh, searching locks is sad. I'll get like one beat up rusty trailer coupler, two master lock ones, and then just an endless scroll of stuff that isn't locks.
Of course, you got to get the ad for the generic locksmith auto key business things and stuff. They pop up when I try and find locks around here.
You know what's funny is I don't even notice if I get those. I'm sure I do. The only ones I notice, like the proven ones, I get those. I typed that word too
Same.
much. And,
Yeah, same. Because I was gonna jump all over that shit when it happened, and yeah, the when I saw the price of them, I was like, well, I'm not
yeah,
spending that. And
that's. I was like, how much are they? Hey, I
I
even
searched the
asked.
damn things like once, and now half the fucking YouTube ads are for proven locks and everything else.
Oh, and they're. Oh, dude, I just is that good? And that when that falls out of the lock, how
Nope.
does this happen, man?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll show you a couple things. My brother brought me some of those locks, and
Oh.
he
Oh, that's how it happened. Sorry.
what'd you do?
There was no clip or anything on the back of this, and I actually picked it. So all right, let's
Oh,
waterfall.
so it came out from the back spot.
Yeah, or maybe let's break it. Oh shit.
Yeah, here I'll show you a couple of the things my brother brought me. He brought another one of those pick stands.
Oh, I love those things, man.
Yeah, for sure. He brought me another one of those, and he brought me some more of those pocket slider lid pinning trays,
Oh, sweet.
and he brought me that pinning tray there.
I think that lock's screwed up. Oh yeah, Facebook Marketplace fighting lockpicker. Just go to Facebook Marketplace or anything like that, and type in locks. Type in locks. Type in tools. Type in free shit. Well, not free shit, but free. Oh, I did see Spaceballs 2's happening. Yeah, that's nuts. The trailer was great. They were like, there've been 52 Fast and Furious movies and blah blah blah. This many that. There's only been one Spaceballs until now. I still, yeah. We might just evolve into the cuffs now. Actually, can you hold the fort down while I run to the bathroom?
Yeah. How's everybody doing tonight?
All right, what I miss?
I choked. I froze.
What? Oh, you got the wallet out?
Yeah, I was putting back a couple of those rakes. Yeah, I
Oh,
love
nice.
this damn wallet though, man.
Woohoo! Notice I carry my get out of jail free card. It got me out of probably one of the tickets. I got a bunch more tickets. But a cop did laugh. Yeah, dude, I absolutely
At
love
least
this
he
guy.
laughed.
Yeah. Well, that was after he threatened to shoot me. Yeah.
But at least he laughed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was. I laughed too, but it was more of a nervous, tense kind of thing. Like, don't shoot.
I gave that wallet away and that pry bar from Newhouse, but that wallet that I won from Mitten Maid, I did that giveaway. And Bushcraft rebooted one, and he messaged me and was telling me that he was excited. Those were going to be his first set of picks. He's never had any picks before or anything. So I threw in a couple extra tensioners and a couple full length picks and stuff for him and stuff like that. But I don't think he's got it yet. But he was pumped. That's awesome. He's interested and he's in the discords and stuff and didn't have any picks yet. So that's cool that he won and is getting picks for the first time and stuff with that.
Oh, that is really awesome. The rake set and that pick holder, like you just showed, are
Yeah.
I gotta check and see if they made it to lock. They are on their way to lock picking hippie. That's who. That's the vet that received that stuff.
Sweet.
And, there was a lot with lock bench lock, right?
What is
There was
it?
a laminate. There was a laminated lock in there.
Oh yeah, I threw in one of those for Mitten Maid.
Yeah, that's going into like the pile of stuff to go into blast and bypass. So
Okay.
so it all gets. We use every part of the animal, root to toot, baby. Get in there. Every little piece gets used, goes to someone. Where's my stupid? Oh, I have them over here. You like my cuff pick holder? Nice little stand. Little mini stand. Double lock pop. Oh no. Can't. If you're going the wrong way, buddy. There we go. Oh, I finally got the 007, man. I'm so happy.
Was that the one earlier? Lock Dogga was telling you were 0.01 seconds too slow.
I I can't remember which because he commented on two of them. He said that and then he was like, "Oh, I meant to say this on the other one." And then on the other one he was like, "This is the one I meant to troll." So I'm not sure which. I did the two cuffs for the 07 and then I got the double locked for the 007.
I was gonna do the new Shacklemen challenge tonight. Just didn't get to it with the cookout and all that good stuff. So.
Oh, the in hand, two in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if he's trolling me or not, but is he still in the chat? Fighting lockpicker was like, man, I couldn't get it. He's like, it's so awkward, like it that way. And I was like, man, you are so good at this. I was like, you can't be serious. You gotta
He
be
is
trolling.
good.
Oh, he's really good. Yeah. He's got you can just tell he has that relentless mindset that I don't know like what lock or anything you put up again, it's not gonna win. You know, like he's not gonna quit till he's done. So what's the lock gonna do? Or the cuffs, you know? So that's why I just love his stuff. It's just bang, 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 done. He gets it done. And a great guy.
Yeah, he won my 400 giveaway and messaged me and said, "Man, I hope it like if it doesn't offend you or anything, I want to donate it to Mitten Maid." And
Yeah, and
no,
you know
buddy,
what,
it doesn't
man? Like,
offend me at all. That's fucking
eh,
amazing.
but even just that level right there, like that's enough. Like for him to go, hey, dude, I want to donate it to someone. That's not uncommon. A lot of us do that. A lot of us like to do that. But for him to think that extra level and be like, hey, I don't want to offend you by I don't want you to think I don't want your stuff. Like he cared that extra little level, man. So it's just the type of thing that yeah, he's a great guy. Man. One of the first five, the original six actually in the Shacklemen. Oh, quick little pick. One pair of Peerless just aren't enough anymore, man.
No, I just had a pair of the Viper Techs, the Chicago's, and the Peerless. That's all I had. Those three.
Which
But it's
Chicago's
funny.
did you get?
Uh, I traded. I sent Not Too Dead one of those cuff keys and some
Oh,
locks and
right.
stuff, and he sent me those blue Chicago's with the
Oh,
Shacklemen engraving and stuff in them.
oh, nice, nice. I don't. Oh, very nice, dude. I don't have the blues yet.
I like them. I think I'm going to get the orange ones next. That or hints, because man, damn it, I want a pair of hinge cuffs.
The orange of the Chicago's. It's a
Yeah,
nice orange,
it is a nice orange.
honestly. And then there's the Peerless. They're slightly different, a little brighter on the Chicago's. So if you're just going for color, man, like the Chicago's just have a little more pop. But especially if it's like they're in a more pastel-y, bright kind of color among their line. Weird fashion tips to know. I love Roy Salmons always calls this my bling. Which is another great picker you guys should go check out if you don't know him. So the escape, we're gonna finalize it this week, but it's gonna be August 20th, Wednesday. I have to get a plunge pool or like an inflatable like kid pool kind of thing. Because the dunk tank's just not gonna work out. And if you guys are watching, you don't know I'm talking about. In August, I'm going for a Guinness World Record. I'm going to escape 3 pairs of cuffs underwater. And it's going to be awesome. Blue
What's
line.
your time for that?
I have to beat 38 seconds.
And that's you start with no tool in hand, correct?
No tool in hand, unsubmerged. So I got to submerge. The timing has to start with a sound of some sort. So I'm gonna have someone pop a balloon that I can see through the water.
Okay.
So because otherwise I have to have someone slap the side of it or something when they hear the sound just to make sure I hear it. But I was like, if I can see the balloon pop, that's good go, I think. And then yeah, as soon as that pops, I can grab the tool, get out. So it's gonna be 3 pairs of Peerless. This has to be 3 pairs of handcuffs that are in use or have been in use, basically, if I can get a letter proving they were used by a police department. And between the 700C and the 750Cs, I'm covered. So, yeah. I'm going to have to do this. Where's my tool?
I love this challenge lock from Cloud.
Oh, I
Love
loved
it.
those. Yeah, man. I love woodworking and staining. I love staining wood. I love putting colors to wood. Just doing all kinds of different crazy things. And I remember, and that's when I first saw anything of him, was him staining those wood blocks, and I was like, I'm in. He was like staining wood and putting a lock in it. I was like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, fighter's still here. What's up, brother? Evil Lenny, how you doing, sir? Chuck Soup. Sorry if I got a little loud on that one. Chuck Soup. T bopping. I got a pair of blue lines from the cop. Some official ones. I don't know what blue lines are. I haven't heard of that one. That'd be interesting to check out. I've got to get Viper Techs. All right. Yeah.
I
So
like
okay. So what I'm gonna
I
like,
like mine.
I'm gonna be in these underwater, and then they're gonna say go, and I gotta grab my tool, get out of the cuffs, and put my hands out of the water and show them out of the cuffs, and I have 38 seconds to do that.
Are they double locked or just single locked?
Just single locked. So if the balloon popped now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I'm out. So I should at least have the time. Or close. Honestly, man, I just want to break the record. I want another Shackleman to come behind me and break my record. You know what I mean? Keep it in the family. Keep us going. Keep it, not a one and done thing. Did you see? Did you see the jail that Otter has?
No.
So he's got a 1920s jail cell, which is basically a 6x4x4 cage, like with very thick, like banded metal instead of bars. And that his brother-in-law bought at an auction or something like that. So he's got it out as like a Halloween display now. I was like, dude,
Really?
I'm coming out there to I want to escape your. I'm gonna coming out to escape your jail, and so that's the escape after the Guinness record that I'm put together and get up to, and for that, oh, where is it? Shit. Hold on. I hate losing stuff. Oh, and to latch on the jail door. That's what Coxie sent me this for. So this is the lock we're going to use for that escape. Squire 660 4 lever. Sorry, you said you like your Viper Tech?
Yeah, I like them. I mean, they're light compared to like the Peerless and stuff. Um, Kind of remind me of the Chicago's. They're they're tighter to shim because they're coated. Um,
Can you do the paperclip side shim on those?
I can shim them, but there's not as much room as the Peerless. It's a little tighter than those, but you
Okay.
can do it. But yeah, I mean these were like $14 shipped from Amazon. Like couldn't
Oh
complain. And
shit.
yeah, like when I got the Peerless first, the Shacklemen ones, and wanted another set of cuffs to start playing with, and you can double lock these, and I mean, like I said, for what they are, I think they're great. like I said, they are coated, so they're a little tighter, more like the Chicago's. Like when I first got those blue Chicago's from Dead, I was like, shit, like I can't shim these like you can the Peerless.
Hey, crypto comedy, you really need to work on your bits. Wonder what the Guinness record for quickest for people who actually get arrested. What? That's grammatically and comedically fucking wrong right there, buddy, brother. All right. We'll do 3 cuff escape with the oversized body. Do you have any of these? Did I send you these?
No,
All right. I got to stock
I
up.
don't have any of those.
Dude, I love this fucking tool so much. You just get one end one end bent perfectly for the double lock. The other end's awesome for escapes. The only thing is because I'm using the whole full long tool, doing multiple cuff escapes, it's not the best tool. But for one pair, it's fucking a dream, dude.
I took that tubular pick from the Echelon set and was making a tool and got too much off at the end and messed up, so I have to start over with it. Like there's still
Oh,
plenty of material there to do it with, but
that's my number one pick. Is the tubular pick from the Echelon. I've modified it down to exactly what works. Perfect. It's Peerless, Chicago, Smith and Wesson. Doesn't matter, dude. This thing's fucking money, dude.
I used this monkey paw from Sparrows. I got it like a long time ago and didn't care for it as a pick. I don't like how it feels on the pins. Like that little notch that everybody seems to like. So it's 25 thousandths. And I kept it in the back of my phone case a lot of time for like bypass and stuff like those master trailer hitch locks and stuff. When I got cuffs and started playing with seeing what worked and everything like that, I was like, shit, like this is stout enough being 25 thou to kind of twist on it. And it just hits the double
Well,
lock and everything right.
You got the Shacklemen set, right?
No, I didn't
Oh
get the
shit.
Shacklemen set yet.
Oh,
I
damn.
want to.
Well,
Next time I
hold
order
on.
from Southern, I plan on trying to get it,
All right.
but I haven't gotten
So
it yet.
that's why. So in the Shacklemen, Southern Specialties has the elephant trunk, which it's got kind of a notch in there. It's kind of a curved notch, half diamond sort of.
Okay.
And the reason this is in the Shackleman pick set is one, as a pick, it's just a great short hook. You can make it hook as like a short diamond, or whether you can use it as a diamond or use the notch. It's good either way. But that like you're saying, that little notch, that little diamond kind of like, part of the profile really works well in cuffs. And that's why it's in the cuff set. And if you guys don't know, the Shackleman handcuff set available at lockpicktools.com, Southern Specialties. We are not technically affiliated with them. We don't get anything from it other than we love their shit.
One of my other go-tos for the cuffs is the that high rounded reach 20 thousandths from the Echelon set. I don't pick with rounded tips very much. I usually use flats, and that steep one
Oh,
works.
like a spoon kind of, or oh no, let me see the side. Let me see that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to be, it's weird, like those deeper, like medium-ish hooks, you have to be a little more precise, and which they're great and all, but the angle and the spot you have to hit from is a little different than like a short hook or a pointy pokey. So if you're hitting if you can make that work, that's actually pretty good. Like I'll commend you, man, on getting, because that's like, after you get the other shit to work and you try using that, you kind of got to figure out how to make that work off of what you know. So being able to just pick that up and make it work is pretty good, I think. What do I know? What do I know about cuffs? That's the wonderful thing about having Coxie around all the time is you will never have a big head. You don't know more than Coxie. You can't do it better than Coxie.
That dude is awesome.
And like I mean, just talk about amazing people, man. Just good people. Good, caring people. Helpful. That guy takes the cake, man. He really does. Like literally, man. Like us doing the Shacklemen Golf Club. You know, without Coxie, it doesn't take off. You know, it doesn't matter if me and Not Too Dead founded it, but that's why we say, well, Parky is kind of a co-founder too, because he had the name and the logo within like 10 minutes of even mentioning it to him. But Coxie's kind of like the other founder, you know, he's the third leader right now, you know, and if Not Too Dead and I had an argument, Coxie would have to, you know, intervene. Because he jumped in, man, and helped us make this a fun thing. At least in my opinion. There we go. 3 cuffs busted. Check Mark. What's up, brother? Oh, I gotta read some stuff. Oh, wait, what? Mark? Distantly related to Jimmy Carter? I
No
gotta
shit.
tell you, man. I gotta, like, anybody who feeds people or helps people get, you know, housing or anything like that, man, like, is near and dear to my heart. And I don't give a crap how Jimmy Carter was as a president. When he wasn't a president till the day he died, man. He did everything he could to like take care of other people. So you got to respect that. You know, you got to. Personally, I love the cat for doing that. But that's cool. I just found. I don't know. Why you know? You're my friend. You've been in a chat with me. So my biological father passed away this week, and I didn't find him till I was 44 years old. So when I found him, I found a bunch, you know, family and other stuff, and started learning history and all that kerfuffle. And one weird thing is, my grandmother had a restaurant, basically one town over from where I lived, and I used to go to it with my other grandmother, not knowing. So I have had my grandmother's cooking, even though I've never met her.
That's crazy.
She passed before I found them. Yeah. And that was the starting point. I forgot what I was going to say because that always kind of rattles me anyway. Um, although another weird thing is, you know, I met him when I was 44, and I actually got to hang out with him a couple times. We didn't really connect, but we were all right. We had a good time together, and went to a family reunion and met the whole family. I've got a sister and brother out of the deal. that I've, kind of talked to. I got a cousin I still talk to. He's a vet who is actually he runs the Boat for Vets Fenton chapter thing. Got an event going on that Mitten Maid will be donating some door prizes to in July. So yeah, that was all weird. Sorry. I had a starting point and I can't get back to it. That's how that stuff is. All right. Are the 750Cs any harder than the 700Cs? You would imagine, right?
What is the difference in those? Because I have the
Uh,
700 piece.
so the double lock mechanism in the 700 is a bar, and the double lock mechanism in the 750 is like a spring. It's like a thinner, wiggly little spring thingy.
Okay.
You can. Okay, so you know what the whack attack is?
Yeah.
All right. Demonstrate. So if you engage this double lock, and then you take this lock body and you smack it hard against something, you can get that double lock to pop. Well, they changed it into this, so you can't do that. Basically, the only difference between the 700 and the 750C, as far as I can tell. Every other pick, every other attack, every other way to get out of it seems to be exactly the same. And in all honesty, I personally think the double lock's a little easier to hit in the 750. So I think they made it easier to pick. Maybe just for the way I do it, but I just think it's easier. It's a slight bit easier. The only reason why I'm not going to do the 750C instead of the 700C for the record is these cost about $30 a pair. These are like $45 a pair. I got to do a bunch of underwater shit for a month and a half before I do it. I'm probably going to ruin my cuffs and then have to get another pair for the performance. So, would you pick the cheaper pair or the more expensive pair? What do you think of? Oh, you don't have. What are you shimming with?
I have the shims from the pocket shims from Southern Specialties, and
Okay.
I've made a bunch from like broken rakes.
Oh, nice, man. Like that
Yeah,
are working on.
I've got quite a few of those actually. There's
Are
a
they working on all three pair or all pairs you have?
yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. There's a broken 20,000 covert instruments. There's a broken Southern Specialties ripple handle. So anytime when I got into cuffs, when I started breaking rakes and stuff like that, I just save them and can shim with them and stuff like that.
Absolutely, man.
So
My first. Where are they? Oh shit. Okay. I can't show you guys that. That's prototypes. My first. Oh well. Actually, here's the first tool I ever made for cuffs because I had a pair of Yule thumb cuffs on, double locked, and I went to open them with. I couldn't pick the double lock, and I went to use the key, and the key broke. And
oh no.
I was at the front desk at work, so I was checking people in for a weed dispensary, legal in Michigan. And so I pulled this out and just figured out how to bend it. And I bent it by sticking it in the keyway or between the keyway and the wedging it in the against the in the bow and using that to bend it and get it and then just get in there and get myself out, man. Like it was probably the most desperate escape I'll ever have.
The best
But
shim that I have, actually, my boy has it right now. He stuck it in his because I got him those kids cuffs, and he stuck it in his pick case I gave him. But it was a Jimmy Long's 19,000s, and I got it stuck in an American 1100. It was a pretty flat key, and I don't know, not thinking. I grabbed like the highest high reach and ran straight. I usually start from the back when I'm picking, and I ran straight to the back with it and got the thing stuck and had absolutely no choice but to destroy the pick getting it out.
oh, you know
Yeah, it
what, man?
sucks.
That
So I
reminds
made
me.
that 19,000s Jimmy Long into a shim for cuffs, and it is fucking
I
phenomenal.
I'm waiting to break a Jimmy Long's bad enough to be able to turn it into a handcuff tool.
Oh,
Like
it's sweet.
I've bent them up so I like they just still keep fucking going, man. They're like the
Um,
Energizer Bunny of picks.
and if it wasn't like the perfect situation that I had, it would have been fine because like it's weird how they can bend so much different than regular picks. But like I had to get a pair of pliers and get it by the base
Yeah.
and just
Do you
pull it
know?
out. And it was bent, so it was that high reach, and it was bent completely down. And when I tried to bend it back straight, it broke right there at the tip.
Dude, do you know how? And man, I kind of have. So I'm happy to remember this. How Not Too Dead and I became like friends on Facebook. Is he saw my video? Or I got a rake stuck in a Brinks like this, like just stuck. Nothing I could do could get it out. And eventually I had to just break it to pull it out. And it was before we were doing handcuffs or anything, So it was just like, fuck, broken pick, useless. You know what I mean? Like, or broken rake. It was a bummer. And Not Too Dead did a like a trial for a lock. It had like an array of rakes around it and put it on trial for breaking my pick. I was like, dude, this dude is so funny and fun. I was like, I'm all in. I was like, that's my boy now and forever. He's a hoot, dude.
Yeah, I like Not Too Dead.
Just a good cat. Again, another one. Oh, Marmar. Oh, I thought I saw you were there. Do you know Marmar, right?
Unfortunately,
No, we're nice to her when she shows up here. She's like,
no,
I don't know.
she's good.
I don't know why I had like a visceral automatic like treat her like a little sister reaction as soon as I started to get to know her. So I love her. Marmar's the best, but I also want to give her a noogie and steal her, candy bar. You know what I mean? Like
Perfect, perfect, like a little sister.
yeah, I just no one else but me gets to pick on you, kind of thing. Like it's just one of those. You can't help it. I'm the best. That's why. Wow, you're all right. You're the best for Tyler. Styler. All right. So what's the current Shacklemen challenge? Double locked.
Uh, yeah, the
Pick in
two in
hand.
hand.
Two in hand. I should know this, right? Can I get the? Maybe get the. Huh. Well, you can tell I haven't picked a Chicago double lock in a minute. And I
When I
lost
first got those blue Chicago's, man, damn, they were tight to shim. The keyway was super tight from that coating that's on them. It was a different world than those Peerless.
Yep. I got it. The powder coating. You gotta knock the powder coating off. So you can see the coloring is just powder coating on metal. You might be able to see a little bit of wear on there. Oh, I haven't used these that much. All right, this is better. Really see it on these yellows. So see how it's all knocked off there. Well, that's where it all hits. But that also tells you that side, that yellow on that edge, is not hitting, and that reveals a weakness. If you know, you know. If you don't know, let's teach you. So what's that weakness? You know what I'm about to do. The lowly paperclip. Weak. They're not made out of metal or steel anymore. They're just like basically foil. But you get in on that side where that powder coating still exists. You don't even have to push down the bow. It'll just slide in there and then not work. God damn it. That's anticlimactic. Let's try it on that side. Stupid fucking weak clips. Wow. That's actually depressing. Yeah, I gotta depress the bow. What the fuck is going on, man? Is this just too bent? Let me grow it over. Every once in a while it happens, you know what I mean? It's like when you go to pick a lock and you're like, I picked this lock a bunch of times, and then you just keep going after it and you're like, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. You're like, why? I've done this before. Dude, what the fuck?
I'm trying to use the wrong shit.
I'm just curious now. Has gotten harder for doing this. Here's the paperclip. Oh, see? Fucking paperclip works. I don't know what I did to those cups. Now I can't find the paperclip. There we go. What's the next set you're getting?
I was looking at Handcuff Warehouse and looking at getting the orange Chicago's or hinged. I don't know if they're always that cheap or if they're just on sale or what, but Handcuff Warehouse had hinged for like $25. Chicago hinged.
No, that's the price. They're worth it. Get them.
Because I want to set a hinge really bad. And I was looking around on there and was like, shit, like that's like the cheapest and they look pretty good. And I like these Chicago's a lot. So that's what I was thinking about getting was the hinged Chicago's from Handcuff Warehouse.
dude, I like my like I tell everyone to get Peerless to start, especially Peerless 700 or 750, but 700s are a little cheaper and they're pretty much the same. But I think Chicago and Peerless are pretty much interchangeable for the level of cuff. They're worth you need to have them, you need to learn them, and you need both because they got the different style keyways in different spot. There's difference to hitting everything within those keyways. So you definitely, and then if you have your chained and then you're moving to hinged, get whatever you don't have. So if you didn't have a Peerless, I would say, well, try to save up, get the Peerless hinged, or but if but the price of Chicago's literally, dude, like get the Chicago, get a colored pair of the 1000s, get the hinged, get the X22s that are the split pawl, high security, get the X55s, which are just a little bit better made, like thousands. Like go through because they're cheaper than everything else you get. The leg irons, the transports, they make all the uh, uh, Darby style reproductions and things like that. So absolutely worth it. I'm at my next is well, I've got to I need to get some more higher security cuffs. Um some different types of like transport cuffs, and I need a straight jacket. Oh, Fighting Lockpicker, thank you very much, man. Appreciate you coming by, dude. Um it's weird. I've actually talked about you with a couple different people today. All for good reasons and praising you, man. So um always very appreciative of you. Well, I think I'm about done. You good?
Yeah, yeah, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Oh, dude,
It's only the second live I've ever done, so
I really appreciate you coming through, man. Like, I honestly, I kind of run out of steam between 45 minutes and an hour usually because one, I gotta pee, and I always feel it weirds me out to run off and leave it blank while I go pee. And two, I just I've gone over everything. I've done every I've and I don't have anyone to banter off of or talk to or just kind of think, oh Mark, man, bless you, brother. I love you, man.
Mark's
And
a badass man.
and it's not like he just popped up in my stuff in my lives, and like I'm appreciative of him supporting me, of course. And he's been very big supporter. But like I knew him, from Lady Locks lives and just being around comments and supporting other people. So like it again, another person in this community that is pretty wonderful in the way that they found to interact and support and do things, and not just monetarily, although that's awesome. It definitely helps the channel. Uh, that threw me off. Anytime I see the color, because like when it comes through the that color bar on the chat, it's not like I'm not Mr. YouTube guy. Those aren't flooding all the time, dude. So, like whenever one of them pops up, it just my brain fries and stops. So sorry. But yeah, thank you. And I really appreciate it, man. Like it gives I looked down. I was like, oh, dude, we've been going an hour and a half. Without me really feeling like, oh shit, I ran out of stuff. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm good. Let's call it. I'm like, so it's comfortable and refreshing to have you on, man. So thank you very much for coming by.
No, I appreciate it, buddy. Yes, do it again sometime.
Absolutely. So thank you for everybody for checking us out. and come back next Saturday and see what the Shacklemen After Dark has to offer. Thank you.